Alright. Hello everyone. Draft should be starting here in a bit. I would hope. I think we're waiting for one more. Alright, so the penalty countdown timer begins. I guess I should take this time to reread the current league rules. Oops, not that. That was just the team sign up form. I'll swap back the screen real quick so you can see the current team setup. I'm not sure who's missing. I'm trying to find the rosters real quick to check that out. But it doesn't seem like Mythos has a roster posted yet at the moment. Unless it's posted somewhere else and just not in the roster updates page. Not sure if the battle file was updated yet because I don't see the 2026, I assume winter. I'm not sure if it'd be winter or spring league, but the last one that I can view at the moment's the fall. Alright, draft should be starting up here now. And it is. Yay! We reached a follower goal that I didn't know there was. Nice to see a lot more people joining the channel. Alright, first bans. 2 for Mythos. We got Gwen and Lux. Hello there. Okay. Let me just unmute Discord then. There we
Sounds
go.
good.
Good. Good. How's it going? With
Going good, our pies. How you been?
as good as one can be.
Ah, figured I'd hop on. Have you had a uh whatchamacallit already? An ad?
Yes, an ad started before about 5 or 6 minutes before the drafting began.
I could probably force another ad maybe. So
Okay.
that way we get no ads during the game.
All right. Final bands Tryndamere from Mythos, and then I didn't call out any of Hidden Leaf, so it was Yasuo, Irelia, Hecarim. Uh, okay, so real quick, Jimostus, I assume Mythos is a new team, not like a rearranged one from previous league.
Correct. We have two teams from Stun Gaming. They're a gaming org. CLT actually had tried out for one of their teams. Did actually make it at the time, but I believe, but he decided to drop out, just not having the time for the commitment, unfortunately. But he did build a relationship, so he told those guys to come out and try out our league. So we now have two teams over here.
Oh, nice. And is the Hidden Leaf roster changed from last time around?
No, I believe they're all the same.
Gotcha, gotcha.
They might have name changed some though.
I'm mostly familiar with the guy running Gojo's name. So-
Yeah, they all did definitely change their names here.
okay,
So
okay. So nice. It's gonna be fun to see the first entry from Mythos into this league this time around. Alright, we got a Yunara and Rumble pick for Mythos, Hidden Leaf opting for Varus and Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix pick this early is pretty surprising. How's he looking this season?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know a lot about it. This season particularly, I haven't seen tons of Kha'Zix, but I would expect it'd be pretty strong. I think Assassin's items are relatively cheap to purchase, especially the good ones currently in the meta. So I do expect it to be pretty strong. No different than like playing something like a Zed jungle or trying to think of who else be building these items. I mean, Lee Sin kind of goes lethality kind of nowadays too. So it could definitely work.
Yeah, that burst of free true damage that it provides is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and
The new
he's
one.
he's not into stuff that's too hard to deal with as of right now. The Wukong could be a little annoying, but you can generally play around that a bit with your ultimate. So as of right now, the Kha'Zix looks to be like in a pretty good spot. I think what I would like to see from the rest of the lanes is just to make sure to have that CC to set them up. Top lane has kind of soft CC with both those abilities, and the W, I believe it is is not for Zaheen is not the easiest to land.
He's got a
But
Q to help with
Varus,
it as well, at
yeah,
least.
yeah, yeah. Varus obviously bot lane will be a really nice setup there for level 6 plays onto the Yanara and whatever the support pickup here is for Mythos.
And then you've
So
got the Rel and Leona bans, so they want to prevent some follow-up. I feel like there might be some better options for my Mythos to opt into than those two, however. But I
yeah,
guess Leona would be pretty horrible into the Varus. I guess it depends on what support Hidden Leaf is going to be
I
going
was
for here.
just gonna say Syndra would be a great pick for Hidden Leaf, and then here's the pan. Um, high amounts of CC sets up the Kha'Zix well. She doesn't need to bring too much damage early to get ganks off, but there's still some other good mid picks here. You could pick up something like Lissandra, maybe Ari. That's not a bad one with the charm. So I think Hidden Leaf's comp is shaping up pretty well. But on the other side, so far, Mythos, the comp looks good. I mean, those three first picks
Ooh, there's the
are a solid
Orianna.
three.
That's good access.
Oh yeah.
And
See,
Orianna generally does pretty well into Ahri, so helps with that as well.
I think what is kind of becoming scary is the virus is in no man's land in this game. I mean, you're not allowed to play safely. So the support pick is going to be really really big here for Hidden Leaf. If they even can pick something that can defend against all this engage and dive.
Like, technically they probably could go with Milio, but, that's a knock-up and a displacement the Mythos has access to, and you can't really cleanse those.
No, I'm thinking something more like honestly, You really do want something tanky. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a Poppy, but I was also
Oh
leaning
yeah,
Nami a bit.
Poppy is really
Yeah.
freaking good here.
Yeah, really good against the Wukong and Rakan. Just kind of keep that engagement going in. But
Honestly,
I was thinking Nami there for a second as well.
kinda surprised to see the Rel ban with the Poppy pick. But I guess it would deter them from picking Poppy themselves. Would give a lot more dive power for Mythos if she was available.
I mean, maybe they expected the Rel, and even though Poppy's not bad in the Rel by no means, it's not as one-dimensional as maybe something like Rakan is. Rakan wants to click R and then W on people's faces, so or W then R. The Rel can play a little differently, right? She doesn't have to have crash down available when she engages. She can use her Q to be her first initial engage. So she has ways to play around the Poppy W a bit.
Alright, apparently the mid laner is reconnecting to the lobby.
No worries.
And we are starting off from best of three, right? And
Yes,
whatchamacallit?
best of three. Yep.
Fearless.
Yes, best
Oh,
of three and fearless.
good, good.
No changes to really the regular season format. The only big difference this split specifically is there is no groups. It's just one big round robin. So everybody will play each other one time. But the playoffs, pretty big changes. Just to kind of give you a heads up as we progress through the year, we are doing double elimination like last split throughout the entirety of the playoffs. 6 teams make it only again, but there's actually going to be play-ins. So the top 4 teams are guaranteed playoffs with the best record, and then seed 5 will play seed 8 for a spot in the playoffs, and seed 6 will play seed 7 for like play-ins. It'll be like best of 5 play-ins at the end of the year.
Alright. There's a bit of redemption opportunity there.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Maybe your team starts slow and you ramp up towards the end, get enough wins to get that 8th seed or 7th seed, and have a shot.
okay. Apparently seems the mid laner's having technical issues with the game not letting them in. I wonder if it's a Vanguard thing.
Mm. Yeah, you might have to close everything and reboot it. In the meantime, then I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something to drink.
Alright. Okay, got some comments on CLT. Mid laner apparently already tried resetting and still hasn't worked. Uh, who needs a ban anyway? Oh, there he is. Let's go. Or Alright, as the official draft begins.
Official. Yeah, we're working on right now getting codes, but right, API is not working at all. So we've been doing this tournament draft stuff.
I'm not surprised. It's probably because start of season things, something absolutely exploded on their end or something. And by start of season, it's like, a month into it, so it still counts.
Yeah,
So,
probably.
taking a further peek of the team comps. Let's see. So top laner, we've got Rumble into Zaheen. Not sure how that matchup works. I assume that the trades are going to be dependent on how Zaheen confronts them, at least early on, before he has stronger healing potential. Because, if Rumble's Flame Spitter's going off and he gets knocked up, it'll hurt him quite a bit, so probably gonna have
If
to be
I
smart about that.
if I had to guess, I would assume the matchup would go Rumble favorite early, just because Rumble is Rumble. He
Yeah.
wins a lot of lanes early. But I would also think once he gets six and maybe a component or maybe his first item, he can start easily trading well and maybe even all-ending the Rumble if he can get on top of him.
Yeah, so long as he's able to access those minions, he should be able to sustain pretty well later on, I think.
Yeah. I have no idea any of Zahin ability names, by the way. Do you know those ability names yet? You're like the
I
king of ability
Yep.
names.
I don't know like any ability names except for like uh 10% of the abilities on champions I play.
Fair enough.
Like
But I swear you know a lot. So
I know Brand's entire kit, and I know, I think, Rel's entire kit. Heck, I don't even know Kindred's entire kit, and I've played them longer than I've played Rel. So uh then there's the easy to remember ones like formerly known as Finalis Funkiln, although I actually kind of forgot what it currently is called.
fair, fair. And yes, CLT is great, people. I just see some of the chat now. I'm reading over some things. CLT is my boy. You'll get to hear a lot from me and CLT on probably like maybe Sundays or Mondays, one of those days, whatever day we decide to record the show. For the people that are new to our league. In the meantime, though, I'm going to run a 3-minute ad. So we'll see you guys back here in a few.
Ah, yeah, that's right. We're in spectator delay.
Oh, we
Ah,
should be.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we got the top laners out. The junglers, they're both pretty solid. Lots of opportunities going to be around. A bit harder for Kha'Zix to do too much in the bot lane, but there is the Poppy to make it significantly easier, since she can kind of shut down Rakan's attempts to either go in or escape, and Nara has that somewhat of a dash as well. Or is that her ultimate? I forget.
Which ability again?
Yunara, she has like a little dash before one of her things, right?
Yeah. That's just her. It's her movement speed.
Okay.
Ability, but when she ascends, I think it's like an something ascend ability. But yeah, when she clicks her alt, she then has the ability to um, dash around and stuff, which I think she can even dash walls, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I should know, but it's like I don't even pay attention to this champion that much. I just know,
yeah,
oh, the alt's on because I'm getting lasered instead of just having this whirly thing thrown at me.
yeah.
And then her Q is like basically up the entire time.
Yeah, that's or wait, no, her W is the slowing thing, right? And then her Q is the steroid, kind of like Ash.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
you are correct.
But yeah, and Varus is, I assume he's still probably generally strong with the new additions. Uh, you know,
Varus is broken.
his AP or AP Varus got nuked once again. Base Varus mostly unchanged. I forget if they
Oh,
touched the AP value or the AP or only the flat. I forget if they touched the flat of his W. I mean, my bad.
that was this patch though. That just happened today.
Yeah,
The Varus. Okay, good. He needed some changes because being the best top laner in the game and a viable AD carry was dumb for this champion.
I blame the items because AP Varus before these items was in a very sad state. Uh, right. And then, mid lane matchup, Orianna into Ahri. I want to say that it's Orianna favored, but, you know, they're both strong picks, both scale decently well, and Ahri has a lot more uptime on her mistake capitalization. But, Orianna, much bigger play potential,
Yeah,
especially when comboed with either Wukong or Rakan if Poppy's not there to intercept.
very true. Yeah, I think both comps kind of have some similarities, but also some differences. Like definitely Mythos, they want to play very forward. They want to get in their faces, but they have the option to kind of play more of a peel back comp if they want, using the Orianna alt defensively, as well as just letting Yunara front to back from there. And on the other side, it's kind of similar. You can engage if you want. You have options there with the Poppy RE setup to kind of get picks and blow up a target, or which I think the way they would rather play it, just use the Poppy W to disengage a fight and then re-engage afterwards. So I would anticipate that's how these fights will go, but who knows?
One
Either
second.
way,
I
we're in
gotta
game.
gotta
Or I'm in
fix
game.
the. Yeah, I am as well. Hold on. Let me get a time for us to pause on.
Okay.
Gonna pause at 24.
I'm pausing at 24 now.
All right, on go. We'll play. Three, two, one, go.
Perfect.
Swell.
Didn't even miss a beat.
All right, and you know, no invasions at the start. Uh,
Players naming themselves after the most mid anime of the 21st century.
uh,
That's pretty hysterical.
so I heard the last two movies of Jujutsu Kaisen were mostly just recaps, and the newer one is recap plus like the 3 episodes of the current season.
Yeah, it sounds like some dumb anime crap that I'm hearing.
uh, so I
I
kind of
don't watch
held.
Jujutsu, so I don't really know much about the show, but I definitely uh I definitely would hate it if a show did that to me.
Uh, it's a pretty decent show. The Zero movie is really good, at the very least. If you were to watch it standalone, it'd be perfectly fine.
Is that the one that just came out recently in the last like
No,
year or two?
Zero was the first one. It came
Okay.
out after the first season, and it is basically a prequel to everything. And we got a lot of bullying going on to the Ari from Oriana, knocking her almost to 100 health. One health potion popped.
Hey, 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 hey. All right, guys. All right. Keep it chill. Keep it chill. In the chat, that is.
Uh, well, Evangelion, Shinji is a kid, and the others are kids, except for one of them. So, there's that at least.
I mean, are we gonna say that about Pokemon, which is also a show about kids?
Uh, Ash just never grows up, is all.
There's a W here in from the Rakan, but a nice steadfast presence to
Ooh, that is some beautiful
allow
trading there.
Maki to do some nice damage on Rexy, but Guma does trade a bit back. But man, a beautiful Q here. Gets Guma to about
Hmm.
25% HP.
Uh, Varus prefers shorter trades as opposed to the longer ones Yunara prefers. So the outcome that we see right here, I assume the previous engagement there was a bit of poking before it happened from the Varus, which is why Rakan probably got as low as he did. Then even after that fact, the disengage Yunara gain. And how does? Oh wait, I was about to say that he was in because of what he just did. And then I'm like, no, that's not Zen, it's Zahin. But you,
Interesting reset timer here. Uh, that's what they go for on the bot side, at least Varus. I guess with
it
the home
is.
guards, you can get back to lane pretty quickly, so you
Yeah.
should be able to collect the wave.
Probably would only lose like 2 or 3 minions, maybe. Yeah,
I'm not scrolling down there
cannon
because I'm
waves.
watching a bit of a trade here topside. Exhaust was used here by Gojo. All these gaming names, man.
Oh, both mid
They're not.
laners are actually out of their spells or summoners.
These feel like not very caster-friendly names right now. Like imagine trying to say Arthidius in a fight.
Oh wait, I
It's gonna be
forgot
like,
to pause the music. I'm sorry.
it's gonna be like, it's Arth popping off.
Arf arf.
Arf, arf. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, Zaheen keeping his distance from Rumble, knowing the minion wave is coming in, doesn't want to take much of that flame spitter damage from him.
Yeah, Gojo doing just fine in this lane. He will collect this wave and be pretty much even CS with Aurelia's on. So
Kha'Zix
not
seems to be
too.
gunning down for an early dragon attempt.
Yeah, he's really, really good at Drakes early on in the game.
I don't
The
doubt it.
isolated huge damage is really nice. But the Wukong is in the area, might be sniffing it out a bit, or actually might just be going to his Krugs. Instead, they're looking for a play here on the bot side.
There is no ward placed. Poppy is moving to place a ward. No suspicion yet, however.
All right, so it's just going to be a Drake start. They wanted to get the pressure bot and allow bot lane to walk safely. I really like that decision, but the question is, will they be able to do this without a fight on their hands? We do see the Rakan and the Wukong kind of pathing over. Astros has first move here as he's got the mid lane pushed in.
All right,
But he goes for
Hextech
a
will
play.
be
Nice
spotted.
charm. He's going to be able to take a turret shot here. Should force out the shockwave. It will, but is it going to be a solo kill? That is first blood. Meanwhile, the Drake will be stolen by the Wukong. Seko trying to fight here on a Tojo. This Poppy flashing on a wall. That's not going to be it. That's going to be a kill here now for Guma. But traded back here by Maki as the Rakan is going to fall to a nice piercing arrow. And now Seko and Guma forced to run away with their tails between their legs. As that's going to be is that a 2-for-1 in favor of Hidden Leaf?
Maybe a 2-for-1, but that Hextech steal is pretty notable.
Apparently, they cannot hear audio sound effects for League.
Oh crap. I had the main audio disabled still, I'm sorry. Alright, flashes come out.
Here, trying to make a play. Guma to get this one. Nice cleanser from Guma. Keeping just fine, and Soju is gonna fall trying to make the play. And somehow that kill does not go over to Maki. The kill does go over to the support of Hidden Leaf, and a bit of a mistake, and then Seko is gonna fall, but it should be traded back as Rexy does get the kill. But Akaza getting some gold in his pocket is surely going to love that.
Astros
on. Mythos is struggling there, our pies.
Astros is doing some work in mid despite having that death there. Every engagement with the Ahri seems to be at an advantage despite this gold difference. And Rumble being chased in. Looks like you might see her.
He should be forced to flash. Nice W to catch on him. Here's that back over the wall.
Ooh, got him!
The CC Kane! And I think the Rumble thought he was safe because he did not see Toji, but he's like, I'm going to just Hex Flash over this wall, play it slow. There you go.
I feel that. When you're a support and you have Hex Flash, any situation you see it, you want to take it up.
I think it looked calculated. You're playing out of that pocket of the vision. Plus you get the little burst of movement speed. Oh, nice shockwave here on Arthidius. Really force up the Spirit Rush. W is going to miss, so it does get out the Ahri ult, but meanwhile these grubs are being started, and I really think Hidden Leaf is pretty happy with how this early game is going so far.
Other than the Hextech steal, for the most part. The gold will be pretty even, I think. Or, well, the gold value on the teams is pretty even, I feel, with the dragon and the void grubs. Or wait, no, void grubs went to leaf. I'm derping.
Amaki has to be careful here. He does not realize there's a ward in his bush. He is completely cut off. Mind you, this Varus has no flash. Wukong's not even going to use the Cyclone Wave. He didn't actually have it. It just didn't matter. And Varus will get punished a bit, hanging around in spots maybe he shouldn't.
As Astros going to mid lane, but doesn't have Command Shockwave up yet. And, ooh, nice charm dodge, getting a lot of damage down to Ahri.
Astros is really playing it well here in Arthurius. You kind of talked about the matchup, and this is going to be nearly a solo kill. It's going to be.
Rakan
is going to miss. Rakan gets there just in time to get the shield. And Orianna with a huge, huge solo kill in the mid lane. No Spirit Rush, gets the punish.
Nice follow from the Rakan. That shield. That was all that Ori needed to survive.
I want to say if he lands his Q, so he lands his Q, like he kill. Meanwhile, topside though, Josh is going to come out. He's going to try to flash away, but it's not going to matter because this bug is jumping in and catching himself a little bit of burnt Yordle.
Well, he's burning other people, not himself.
Well, see when he overheats, think about it.
I guess. But that's only first degree burn.
Man, this guy's just trying to kill my one-liners out here.
Rakan knock-up miss. Varus does have his ultimate ready. Nice! Poppy block. But Varus
nice
has
but
no
it's not
flash.
Gonna matter. Cyclone too much, man. Like you said, it was beautifully done by Poppy.
It wasn't really good.
Kaza, in a weird spot, and Toji trying to follow, but Toji puts himself in a bad place trying to help out. He's taken down there by Sekko. Meanwhile, yes, the Orianna does fall, but with the Drake spawning in 6 seconds, the question is, can they fight for this Drake? Looks like they're going to decide to give it. Having 2 Drakes to none for Mythos, who have tied up the gold lead as well.
At the very least. Ooh, Rumble ultimate coming onto the Zaheen. So there's the knockback.
Get the passive off here. Aurelius Zahn gonna go down to the flash.
Yeah.
Solo bolo.
You don't want to take those extended fights against him, otherwise he just goes, nope. Have fun with that. I get my revive.
If that Rumble ult.
Ooh, avoiding the charm. Ahri half health. Less coming back to lane. As and yeah, it has the Luden's Echo, so ooh.
Oh my god.
Does she have Scorch? Yes, she does. And Poppy taking some hurt now. Nice avoidance of the slow from Kha'Zix. Astros has been very dominant thus far.
Really showing off some work on this champion, and the damage that it can provide here in season 16, 26, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely crazy.
Season 754. You gotta crank those numbers up.
Oh, they're gonna keep trying to punish Aurelius Zahn. Now Goju, of course, getting fed is not gonna be bad for this game. Who are they gonna get the kill to? They do give it to Akaza. And we know what the previous split MVP is capable of.
That is the dangers of pushing up solo into a jungler.
Oh, change the corruption. Not going to land. They're going to full engage here onto the Poppy. I don't know if that's the target you want to engage on. They do get some nice trading and damage done. Both Maki and Duma go pretty low. Now Gojo's trying to run here. He does have a decent amount of healing. The second shot the Strangle is going to come out. Going to drop the ultra. He's giving it a heal. He is nearly living. Swivel auto. It's not going to do it, but it doesn't matter because the Cloud's going to come in here. And he's going to get one more back for himself. So close. Gojo nearly living, and that would have been really, really bad there for the side of Mythos, but luckily, they skipped the trade.
I was a bit scared there that Zaheen was going to get his passive up again.
Oh! Arthurius just got
I didn't see it. Sad. I assume full combo and then a QW and a couple of autos, but
Yeah, the Ari was about 45 to 50% HP. Got hit with the shockwave. I think one command ran to protect and then the auto. That was it.
oh yeah.
With the looting sprox.
Oriana's such a fun champion to play, and it's always fun to see when people do crazy with her. But then sad when she gets nerfed.
I don't think, honestly, if I had to guess, that he was expecting this amount of damage out of a one-item Ori. I mean, usually, like, she's strong, but not this strong.
That's because Oriana at the moment has a gold lead. Both are squishy. And because of both of those things, that's why Oriana is feeling strong. If Oriana
trying to make a play here on the Sekko. Sorry to cut you off there, but they were looking for an attempt, forcing out Maki's flash.
It's also the case that Oriana's damage is a bit more reliable to get off than Ahri's. If we look at Ahri, yeah, she has 5 points into Q, so her damage is more reliant on, you know, landing her charm in order to get the full potential. But Ori's been showing that, you know, it's very difficult to actually hit her. So maybe in those situations you might want to opt for a charm and ally intervention rather than trying to rely on your own output. Or even putting 5 points in Foxfire, giving yourself more evasiveness to, you know, get out of Ori's shockwaves or any of her own damage combinations.
And I don't even think Audacious played this lane bad at all. I mean, he did start off with a solo kill early on in the game, but Oriana just fought back so well. Meanwhile, bot side, they're trying to make a plan of this turret, but they do get pushed off. And then Gojo's just 1v2ing on the top side. He is forced into passive, but he should not die here as he does have a healing. They don't know that Astros is on the way to get the flash of the Sekko, but here comes this fed Oriana. Meanwhile, Bot's gonna fall. There's stuff happening everywhere on the map. You can't keep up with all of it. You're not gonna be able to see all these kills happening, but here we go. It's a battle. Sekko falls, double kill for the Ahri. Meanwhile, bot side, 2 for 0 in that skirmish fight. And in the end, it's a net win for the side of Mythos as it goes 2 for 3.
Oh yeah.
2, I should say, if there goes them.
Their bot lane was victorious in a fight down there as well.
Yeah, I had my stuff, my screen jumping back and forth with people.
Unfortunately there, I think that Oriana kind of jumped the gun on the Zaheem confrontation. I think waiting out the passive might have helped secure a better outcome for them. Although I'm not sure what the wait time is for his revival passive to go away. I would assume it's about like, what, 8 seconds or something to start ticking down?
So it looks like they want to start a fight. They're probably trying to burn this, or not start a fight, but burn this Drake before Oriana all comes back up.
8 seconds.
Timer. But once that's back up, I think it's going to be very terrifying. Rumble's coming in here.
3.
He does not have the equalizer. Charm is not going to land. Here goes the engager on Ahri. Arthidius is
one target.
Top, but he is. We're not sure what happened to her. Cyclone go down for a little bit of cosmic.
3 knockup.
Doesn't get the skip. They do shut down the Rakana. Beautiful! Oh, here it goes. It's going to hit all 4 members. The flash, and they're trying to make a play. The Kaza does pick up a kill. But Sekko still hovering around. Cyclone about to come back up. They have to be respectful. Guma's ult is going to fall off very shortly here, but Sekko's trying to play this hard angle.
Varus ultimate.
Land here on Guma though. Guma does not die. Here comes Sekko. Nice charm. And it's going to be the kill. Canceling him out, but Astros is going to get the kill back. Flash over the wall from Akaza isn't enough. Misses the W.
Oh no, no.
And Toju says, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm here to make the plays. They're trying to give the kill over to Akaza, but I think that was the right choice. Just get the kill. Don't let Ahri trade. What a fight. But all of that doesn't matter because we are on sole point here for Mythos.
That is a pretty darn fast soul point. Gold is even, but, you know, effective gold from the dragons is very much skewed for Mythos at the moment. Oriana putting in some work, although actually she's 300 behind Ahri. That is very surprising. Although I guess Ahri probably got...
backside right now is gonna probably help him right now in the gold.
Yeah. Oh, and the 2 kills that she got when she roamed up top side. At least I think she got them. I don't recall. I do feel that Mythos does have the better late game team though. Their composition seems a lot less volatile and like better to work together. I forgot to say this, you know, before the match started. So getting these like winning and even trades, I feel is working in their favor. And you know, the stronger Orianna gets, the more absolutely dangerous this is going to be for Hashira. Or Hidden Leaf. Or wait.
It's Hidden Leaf right
Yes, yes.
We're back to Hidden Leaf.
Okay. God, I wish I had a second monitor for moments like that.
My goodness, is this what our chat has come to? We've just been talking about animes this whole time during this match. Nothing else matters. Just what's the best anime, what's the worst anime.
The best anime is unequivocally Gintama.
My goodness. Here comes the chat. Oh no, that sucks. It's horrible, dude. What are you talking about?
Also, the best live action anime is also Gintama.
I'm old school, man.
Gintama is old school. It started like around One Piece.
No, I'm talking older than that.
Ah, I've seen Gundam.
I was thinking more like Yu Yu Hakusho.
I've seen that too.
Anyways, here's an engage short on Arthidius, nearly getting one shot. He actually is able to get away with the Spirit Rush.
Ooh, top lane Rumble and Zaheen duking it out. Zaheen ultimate comes out, flash by Rumble.
Yes, flash from Rumble, and here's something else that's key. Flash from Sekko here on this Wukong, so they're not going to be able to make that same engage attempt again here onto the Ahri, who now also has her own flash with the Spirit Rush, going to be coming back up here in about 45 seconds or so.
Mid lane undefended, Yunara coming to prevent its death. Alright, Baron control coming up. But, Kha'Zix seems to be struggling. He's at even instead of being able to get much of a lead. Alright, wait. I said even because I saw 2 items. 2 finished items with 9,000 gold as an assassin. How? Aren't assassin items like 2,200 apiece?
Not that cheap. But they're it's like, aren't they just like basically free?
That's what Mythic Era does to you, man. When every assassin item was basically support item cost.
Here's the key thing. Baron is up right now. If had been Hidden Leaf, I would have tried to farm for a Baron play about a minute ago. So now they're forced to fight this Drake here in 5 seconds. They have to play it. Nice engage though here from not from Toju, but from the combo second advantage.
Oh my!
He literally finds the entire team except for Gojo, who TP's in late. And I'm sure if he was there, he would have got pot 2. Say goodnight, Hidden Leaf. It doesn't matter what your Zaheen does. This game is on a one-way track to GG after that play.
That was the most perfect Orianna you could have asked for in this game.
Galactic hyper barrier.
And then, you know, the Rumble out there to top it off with that burn. The health bars just ceased to exist. I was about to say, oh, that Rakan engaged, not looking all that great, stopped by the Poppy, and then suddenly everyone is dead. Oh boy, and that not quite another finished component for Orianna yet, but you know, that 40 AP, yeah, extra 40 AP is gonna hurt too, just as much.
Look, this game's not over yet, but it's probably 80% finished.
Why?
At this point, I think if you're the side of Hidden Leaf, you just maybe get a lucky Baron steal, stall the game out for Elder, and win an Elder fight. That's what you're kind of playing for at this point.
Yeah, Mountain Soul confirmed is so hard right now for Hidden Leaf.
Yeah, and they force the flash here out of Maki on this Varus. It's going to be key here as Wukong's flash will be coming up shortly.
Oh, Zahane and Orianna fighting. Ultimate coming out. Wukong here.
They're trying to make a play. It's just not enough, though.
Dead before his passive could proc, so they successfully saved the Wukong ultimate. Gonna be shoving at the top lane while Rumble is dealing with Ahri. Varus pushing mid, deciding to trade towers for map power.
I do think this is the right choice. Get some gold in this Varus.
For Leaf,
there's
absolutely.
not much you can do to defend.
I think that Mythos is definitely misplaying this, however.
They try to attempt.
Ooh, that Rumble damage is insane!
And the Rumble is basically just 1v3. Now here comes the Cyclone from the Wukong. They're going to be able to pick up Tojo. As now Arthurius is just here to show up, throw a couple Qs, and wish his team goodbye.
Bloodletters looks a lot brighter than I remember.
Yeah, I don't know how many Chains of Corruption have landed, but not very many this game.
There were a couple, but they weren't effective enough. I feel like they were used a bit too late at times. That's the more difficult thing to deal with.
Ooh,
Very nice dancing with Ahri's ultimate.
Neither charm does land, but it doesn't. Here comes Gojo flashing to get the kill. Nice W. Akaza can't play though. Transcends oneself still up for Guma. Akaza nearly dies, but they do take 2 Barons off for that play. And most importantly, Ahri does live.
The Spirit Rush dancing around those two was majestic. Barely surviving with less than 50 health before that heal tick from the last takedown came in.
Yeah. We've talked a lot about Astros this game already with these Orianna, especially after that amazing shockwave. But honestly, Arthurius, as much as he struggled in the mid lane after the solo kill, has played a very good game on Asari. They've got a similar score. Gold lead is very similar. CS is very similar. Like, by no fault of his own has this game gone the way it has. I mean, I think it comes down to what you kind of talked about, synergy. Meanwhile, though, they're trying to make a synergistic play here onto Aurelion Zahn, who has been a lot of the focus and punish today, and they will shut him down as well. So more golds going into this Ahri. And with Elder coming up at 2 minutes and 45 seconds, if they can just stall out this Baron push, which looks like they're probably going to be able to do so, they've got a shot.
All right. That is 2 pushing mid with Rakan hovering on the side, Orianna coming to back up, but you see Zahane pushing up the top side. You see an assist ping going out, so they will look to be rotating, but he is recalling, so. Deciding to stay, maybe?
Yeah, I think they want to try to keep up their push, utilize his Baron more, play for some more outer gold, steal some camps away. No, it looks like they're not going to. And
alright, Ahri has lasagnas, Orianna has Seekers. It is still shocking to me that Orianna has less gold than Ahri. I don't know why it's so shocking to me, but it is. Also, Ahri's got 9 stacks on her ring.
Something tells me this game is fully going to come down to which one of these mid laners can make a play. We've already seen Orianna make what seems to be the game-deciding play up to this point, but what does Arthurius have in him? Can he pull off some magic? And I think in a minute and a half we're going to find out.
Unfortunately, Varus hasn't been doing so hot this game outside of early laning phase. He has gone lethality, and the enemy team composition is not really suited for that, I don't think. There's lots of shields to go around. Wukong is relatively tanky. Bloodletters lets Rumble be a bit tanky, lots of shields to go around, so it's a bit hard for Varus to whittle into, even with Serpent's Fang. But ultimately, I think that, you know, the team fight power is going to be for Hidden Leaf. They have to be incredibly wary of Orianna. Ideally, they don't want a full-on team fight. They want to get one of those real good picks. Ideally on Orianna, but I feel it's going to be very unlikely because, you know, as you can see here, Wukong is ghosting her. So if there are any confrontations around her, you should be able to expect some degree of backup. It's more so the others wandering around that I think is going to be a bit more dangerous on. Because the pick potential Leaf has access to is really heavy, not so much outside of the Rakan for Mythos.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you play the keeper's verdict here. You try to knock away a couple members, multiple members, and then play the pick from there. Toji playing out of Fog of War will be really important. Question is, will they be able to pull it off? Like I said, I mean, they have the positioning for it.
Ari is.
Nice setup.
Ari doesn't
and
know.
Akaza has a really nice setup here. He can potentially get off a lot of damage, but he has to be careful.
Alright. Arthidius just trying to maintain that mid lane control, which is good. They do have the mobility to move in, but wonder if they'll have the angle if they do. And a pentagram going on here. Not seen this formation.
I don't love it, honestly. I think he's really a scary play. And Arthidius walking into a bush is not what he wants to do. He's forced to use the Spirit Rush. That gives him a lot less fighting power.
Orianna ultimate is gone.
No avail. Nice Chain of Corruption will keep Maki safe, but a beautiful re-engage here from Seko. Is able to pick up the Ari, and now both carries are dead. And it's what do you do? Hidden Leaf just completely gave up the position. I really wish they would have either pulled the trigger or played the Elder. They did neither, and now you have Mythos walking down the mid lane. No carries left. Can Hidden Leaf defend here?
They've got 30 seconds to push as much as they would like to here. They don't have much of a minion wave, so they should probably back and go for the Elder after this inhib. None of the other lanes are open at the moment. But that should mean it's a relatively safe Baron, so long as you put a good mark on the Kha'Zix, prevent him from interfering. As he is an exceptionally good objective stealer.
Yeah, I think Asher's gonna try to mark him. I don't really see an angle for him to get over the wall.
And he will be spotted.
Toji's got to start that ult up, I think, now. He's got to use the keeper's verdict to try
Orianna
to
ultimate is indeed ready.
He's trying to look for a play. Here comes Rexy to try to shut him down. Using the keeper's verdict. Here's the re-engage. They're all trying to get up there. Unfortunately, keeper's verdict does not land. Can they kill the Wukong? Shockwave is going to be enough to fall once again. And Maki just left hitting the Drake by himself, not helping out his top laner. His top laner also is going to fall, and I think this is going to be the game, as all that's still standing is Kha'Zix and this lonely Varus without flash trying to just walk away from the Ori. Pop.
QW taking out half of his health bar, casually. Elder Dragon at the ready. And this is probably going to be a push for victory with, 4 people dead.
Yeah, I think when Hidden Leaf looks back at this game, they're going to be kicking themselves, because I do think they have the perfect positioning. They just need to pull the trigger. I don't know what was going on there. Like I said, you had all river control. Yeah, you're playing the waves, but you just got to make it happen quicker. That's all.
I think the issue was there, when Akana did have a good entry point. Make sure that this match actually ends here. Back when the Kha'Zix had a possible entry point onto the Orianna, I feel like the issue there. Also, game 1 going to Mythos. Congrats. I think the issue there was probably in line of the fact that they were at a relatively decent gold disadvantage, and as I said, their team fight is notably weaker on an even state. Without charging any of the important ultimates, like from Orianna or I think Yunara was strong as well, and Rumble especially. Having a head-on fight is just a bad idea unless you can 100% guarantee take out one of those big issues, because you still have those 2 other AoE effect damages ultimates that you have to be incredibly mindful of.
Yeah, I don't think I disagree with what you're saying. I think my thing is you have Poppy to do exactly what you need to do with what you're saying. You don't actually need to kill somebody. You need to knock people out and then look for your pick. They had a nice setup. I think if you look for Chains of Corruption where that Orianna was positioning, Varus just positions a little more forward. You catch the Ori with that ultimate, and then you CC layer, try to one-shot pop her while you're charging up the Keeper's Verdict to knock people out of the fight. That's your angle, but I don't really know what the comms were, but unfortunately, it did not pan out.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Basically, the Poppy ultimates were underutilized. I can't really say that I noticed any, actually. that match.
Yeah, I mean, the W is a big part of Poppy's kit there, especially on support. But the keeper's verdict is so good for creating advantageous situations for the enemy team, and you have a nice vision set up. You got the line you need. Ari was holding the wave there for a bit without issue. She can't do it forever because there's obviously multiple members near her compared to just herself, while her team is kind of holding the river setup. That's when you pull the trigger. You basically say, "Hey, we're gonna go. I'm charging my ult. Boom." And then you guys look for a pick. Whoever's left standing, those are the people you start killing.
I'm
And if
sorry.
you lose the fight, you lose. Right?
I
The gold advantage is still too much.
I'd had my mic off for a bit, I mean my headset off for a bit during that, but I will agree with what you said because
Okay.
the people listening to the cast were able to hear.
Who's
Apologies for
agreeing
that.
just to agree, guys? Maybe I'm just completely wrong.
No,
I know you took
you
your
are
headset off.
completely correct. I felt
I'm just,
the third point that you made to be very compelling.
nonetheless, it was a really, really wonderful game from both teams.
It
Um,
was.
I think Hidden Leaf can absolutely still win this series. They showed they're definitely still a fantastic team. Like they haven't missed a beat. Um, they got themselves advantages in the early game. Just a couple mistakes here and there kind of set them back. So let's see if they can recover. Draft so far going with the red side once again and snagging themselves the Sivir Syndra comp here. Um, and for Mythos, getting themselves a big bull and a nice little cookie. Old man cookie.
Has anyone ever tried Zillion Top in this new season with, the XP boost that they get? It was top lane that gets an XP boost, right?
I think so.
I
When they get
think
to
it'd
level
be
20,
funny.
right? You're talking about that? Is what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. I was
I
like, XP boost. What do you mean? I
I
think he
think
means
that would
if
be
you.
funny. Not that a level 20 Zillion would really mean all that much, but getting the
Because he
extra
gets.
XP might help boost his teammates to higher levels faster.
I haven't played top lane, so do you actually get to put more points and abilities too?
Unless you're like Udyr, I assume.
Okay, so it's just you get two more levels of stats, but nothing into actual like points
Yes,
and
and the
abilities. Okay.
teleport.
Yeah, I'm aware of the teleport. Yeah, yeah.
If someone can confirm in regards to if Udyr gets access to the extra skill points from the free levels that he unlocks, would appreciate.
What's going on with this Draven? They hovered him over there on Mythos side. Then they hovered the Bandit here on Hidden Leaf side. What am I missing? It's the inside joke already between these two teams. They just met and they're like, Draven.
Uh, if I recall, one of the players' names is Guma, and Guma Yushi plays Draven or something.
Okay, that makes sense. That would make
Maybe.
total sense.
I
When did Guma even play Draven? I don't remember the last time he played that gen. Is he
don't
playing it
know.
like right
I'm
now
making
or?
stuff up.
I think I've seen him play it. I just don't even remember when.
Oh, it might have been at like MSI or something.
It was like 7 years ago.
Versus what's his face that was like known for Draven or something. I forget. Or they might have left him open. I don't remember. I'm bad at remembering that kind of small details.
So for everyone wondering, the no ban is going to be Kennen. That's the ban there. A bit of a miss thing. I don't know what is going with like the R4 picks and the R5 bans or what's going on, but I feel like there
Okay.
might be something wrong. Because me,
Going
myself,
Mordekaiser and Renekton would have been absolutely silly.
yes, agreed. Yesterday in our series, we had a problem. I couldn't pick on R4 for some reason. It wouldn't let me, and then we swapped sides, and then Notorious Raccoons had the same problem. So that R4 is bugged.
Maybe it's just a skill issue.
You're right. Myself and Staney are just not really good at picking champions. I'll make sure he knows.
There is the Draven hover yet again.
If I were Mythos, I'd lock that in.
Disgusting. Alright, let's go game 3.
Yeah, int so we can learn about it, please, Mythos. Did they hear you on the cast about Mordekaiser?
about about Mordekaiser? No,
Yeah.
that was about Nidalee.
No, you said something about Mordekaiser in the redacted review.
Oh yeah.
And then it gets slammed.
Hey, maybe it's Mordekaiser jungle.
I'm down with it. I'm not gonna lie. Whether or not Mythos wins is not like there's no. This will never change this viewpoint. Nidalee useless champion like 8 times out of 10, and loses you games. It's just like
10 times out of 10.
no. If you're really, really, really good Nidalee, if you're one of the best Nidalees in the world, it's playable.
If you're playing with 4 fakers on your team, it's carryable.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Nonetheless, point stands.
Alright. Game should be starting up in a bit, I think.
If not, we riot.
Saw winky face, don't know what that's about. Also, the weird zoom in and zoom out functions on this page are really weird. It's like one pixel at a time.
Classic. I want to point out that it's almost exactly perfect for the ad break timer. There was going to be another ad that was going to start in like 4 or 5 minutes anyways. Now it's
Nice.
2 minutes 50 seconds. So we're still going to force the ad because then there's a chance of getting another ad during the game because that's how these stupid ads work if you don't do a forced ad. But yes. Perfect timing.
Alright. Team evaluations. Top lane, Renekton versus Mordekaiser. I have no hope for the Mordekaiser.
Hidden
Oh
Leaf
wait, no,
team comp
Volibear, I
better.
mean.
Hidden Leaf team comp better because they don't have Nidalee.
Yes.
But I do think Hidden Leaf low-key counterpicked themselves to 2 spots. So I think that if you can get through where Nidalee struggles and get to a point in the game where she's really like a true Chad champion, then this might just be a Mythos victory lap.
Assuming it is Mordekaiser jungle, I don't think Renekton will be as big of an issue for him. And, you know, his ultimates will kind of allow a near guarantee of any kills that he happens upon in gank opportunities, or if he catches Nidalee on any like neutral objective, that I think Nidalee is probably just gonna die.
Yeah, I'm highly gonna say I doubt that it is Mordekaiser jungle just because the Kaza does like to play this Volibear, but there's always a chance. There's always a chance, and maybe we've got something in store, and Renekton's about to get bamboozled. But yeah, I think Mordekaiser and Renekton isn't the greatest matchup. I do think Mordekaiser can scale a bit into the matchup. And then you have Thrust into Alistar, which I don't really love. I also do think the Alistar is really, really good here overall because he's great into Sivir, obviously already good into Thresh, and he's not that bad into the rest of the comp.
Isn't it a bit iffy in the Thresh based on the Flay?
Yeah, but it's
Also,
not the easiest to play.
also if Alistar is on the on the losing end, it kind of becomes unmovable for him despite his ultimate eventually.
True. I'm gonna run this 3-minute ad real quick, just to let everybody know.
Alrighty.
Yeah, no, I mean, continue to talk about it. Some people might be subscribed. Who knows? Um, yeah, no, I think that having played the matchup for years, because I love these two champions, it's definitely some potential for Thresh to outplay the matchup, like 100%. But if you ever hook Alistar and they want the fight, he'll just insta close and flash on your whole team, and they're all just dead. And that's why it's like it's such a risky matchup in my opinion. But even taking the Thresh out of it, Alistar is so good to Sivir. Like that's my go-to pick when I play against Sivir on support. I,
Uh,
I don't think I can remember the last time I lost a lane against Sivir as Alistar, let alone a game.
so because they removed the ability to cleanse Mordekaiser's ultimate, I assume Alistar can't leave it, right?
Uh, yeah, I would assume so. I haven't seen that interaction in a while.
Okay.
You've got me a bit curious. Maybe someone in the chat has had that happen
And
recently.
well, if your focus is on Alistar being the playmaker, then Mordekaiser being there just means that there's a good chance that he might not even be there.
I honestly think Mordekaiser would rather alt Nidalee or Aurora, and probably Nidalee more than Aurora because Nidalee's pretty easy to stick to once you hit her with like any ability with Ralas, and she'll just die and give you a bunch of AP for free.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously Aurora would be nice too, but yeah, if you want to play for more of a set your team up, maybe alting Alistar or Renekton is not a bad choice.
I feel like Renekton is a dangerous target for Mordekaiser to ult unless it's like um rank 3 ultimate, probably.
I think if you're alting Renekton, you're probably running for your life and just being like, "Hey guys, I've got him in my death realm. I hope you guys are winning."
Oh man.
Like I said, I mean, Mordekaiser can scale pretty well too. It's not. I mean, yeah, he breaks your shield with Empowered W, but Mordekaiser's sustain is still pretty decent. His
The
his
damage is
Conqueror, he
decent,
stacks faster. His passive is pretty disgusting.
but
It's
Slice
not
and Dice
impossible.
exists, so it's harder for him to land his Qs onto Renekton as well.
This is why you buy Rylai's, and nobody can escape you.
I mean, I don't think Rylai's affects the dash speed of Slice and Dice, though.
No, but he's already slowed. So when his slice and dice is done, he's slowed. That's all that matters. I'd probably take Ghost if I was on this match with Mordekaiser too. To be honest, Ghost or Ignite, you choose. But I'm not taking TP. I don't care about the TP shield.
Oh yeah, I should probably double... I was gonna say I should probably double check which lane Mordekaiser's in, but since you can call your positions in the pregame now, I guess that's irrelevant. That's sad. Ugh.
No cheesy shenanigans, as it should be.
Alright, we'll find out here in 10 seconds and then some.
You want to count it down?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1,
And our prize, you
-2,
are our lucky winner of
-3,
today's raffle.
-4, -5, -6,
You win
-7,
an amazing trip straight to the death realm, Mordekaiser's Island.
-10, -11, -12. Okay.
Why are you still counting, buddy?
We'll count down to the game open.
Well, Mordekaiser with Ignite. I think he did that properly. I'm in game, so whenever
Alright.
you're in.
I will pause at 15.
Okay. Wait, where's my time controls? Oh my god. Here it is. Alright. I am paused.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. They paused the game at the beginning.
I accept myself as I am. What's your
We
excuse?
might get a little bit of
Minions
a
has
buffer then.
spawned.
Oh, actually, no, we paused, so we may not actually get it. Yeah, so where's the draft gap you're thinking, rosters? Because we were kind of saying that we think blue side actually has a better overall draft, excluding the Italy champion existing. What do you think?
I'm thinking that Leaf has a better team composition. Not purely because, you know, Nidalee exists, but also there's not a lot of, like, crowd control or many real go-in opportunities available to Mythos this game. They've got, like, a not entirely complete front-to-back setup, and no real diving all in or picking or anything. I guess they have like tower dive potential, but that's about it from what I can tell.
Who drafted this slop? Are we hating on both drafts now? Like, I don't even know what's happening, man. Yeah, dude, where's the Pantheon jungle, man? Where's the Diana? It seems broken. Where's the Jinja? Where's my Nami support?
Where's Renata?
Dude. Really nice trade there out of Aurelian's on early. I do think, I see, like this, with the passive up, W down, like, Gojo can definitely look for trades there, and with Ignite, he certainly win him out. Astro's getting a lot of damage, but he doesn't have the mana.
Yep.
So, should be alright. Rexy is looking for a play. Doji is in a little weird position, but they decided maybe we should not engage on the Thresh.
Guma taking a bit more poke from the minions than he did to the Thresh.
Why is Maki not level 3 yet?
No clue.
That's strange. Are you okay, sir?
A bit too much salt for my chips.
Call an ambulance. Not for me.
Don't do that to me. I don't want to spend 1,000 for that.
He's like, I'm walking. And there is why it's hard to play this matchup. Nice barrier though. Is going to keep him relatively safe. Oh, they're not gonna come down.
Ooh,
But,
yeah.
they both have Ignite to flash in. The auto is gonna be enough, and that's gonna be a solo bolo. Meanwhile, Sekko has approached the bot lane. Here comes Akala trying to flash, but a nice flash here from Sekko.
As we just saw, the reason why you kind of don't want Mordekaiser picked into Renekton.
Oh, what a flash in there from Rexy. Good night to Sivir.
And
Pretty
Alistar has
unfortunate.
Hex Flash, so that was worth it. No assist for Corki, however.
Yeah, and this might be a dive. They could certainly look here. Literally not too bad at diving. And Toji's not respecting these Nidalee spears. Oh, that's a nice dodge that time.
Alright, time for Sivir to get plenty of solo XP. Oh. Right. Back to directed cam. Oh, and it looks like Astros was pushed off of their lane for a bit. Health is very low. Level 6 on both mid laners.
This might be
Stun
a solo
landed.
from the mid lane.
Not low
yeah.
enough yet for
Close.
Aurora to
And
die.
Rexy's calm. They're gonna drop between two worlds and get the flash out because Alistar was taking a peek into the mid lane, and Astro's picking off where he left off in game 1.
Still has her flash available still, so doing well. Renekton has level 6 available. Alistar taking a bit of poke, but he's just gonna heal.
I'm really worried about Hidden Leaf in this game. I'm trying to figure out like where's going to be the angle. Nice Hex Flash, but I just don't see it. The land's going to come down, but it's not going to matter because he had the E-Pass coming up. A nice hook, but Maki just trying to run for the hills. One more auto's going to do it, the flash in, and there's another kill in the bot lane.
Yeah, I see what you're getting at about the Alistar and the Sivir. I swear I remember if you do it fast enough that the spell shield's supposed to get both, but maybe that's just an old thing they fixed.
Or it's just a myth. I don't ever hear, I've never heard of that in my life. The best thing you can do as the Sivir is just not spell shield at all. Like, honestly. You take the combo and you spell shield the enhanced
The follow-up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like no Sivir does that. It's so natural to want to spell shield CC.
Because there is sometimes that possibility that, you know, they headbutt you into the wall and then pulverize you to get an even longer chain CC setup, but, you know, not really an option usually. Oh, spellbook on Alistar? Nope, he is actually running heal.
I don't think they're allowed to do this. They're going to try to do it, but I don't think they can.
I don't think they can either.
Out. There is a decent hook here onto the Alistar, but as you see, Big is going to go over. Cinder could not get there in time, and when headbutts back up, this is going to be disastrous. Maki does drop the on the hunt. Nice play to disengage any attempts from a headbutt pulverize engage. And all is well. It's able to walk out safely. The problem is they do lose this Drake once again, so
yeah.
that's 5 straight Drakes now.
Ooh, that is a lot of hurt coming from the Yunara. They've been a really good mid laner these games.
It was Mythos who won. Stun Gaming Mythos.
Yes.
It was a very, very close game 1-2. Both teams they went back and forth. Many times Hidden Leaf had gold advantages and setups, but not able to capitalize. So here we are in game 2. And we're down about almost 2K.
Corki sitting alone down in bot, but doesn't really seem to be in a threatened position.
No, they're just trying to get the plate. Here's the concern though. Sivir has no flash, so they're just gonna look to
and Thresh is level 5.
With Duma, a flash and a nice hook, but it's not gonna matter. Meanwhile, solo kill in the mid lane as well. So 2 members of Hidden Leaf are just gonna fall. 2 different locations on the map.
That brings us to 5-0 in favor of Mythos.
Yeah, you have FEMJ by the way for femboys instead of
Ah!
Hidden Leaf. I didn't notice that the whole time.
Ah!
Well, because he wanted to trick you guys and make you think it was femboys this whole time. Alright, here comes Death Round. He's actually going to flash in. And Power W, though, this might just end up being 2 kills for this Renekton. He's certainly going to get 1, maybe 2. Nice flash way to dodge the E. Royenzon is going to have cooldowns coming up. Sekko's going to try to make away. Look at the healing, forcing the flash away, and that's going to be a dead Volibear as Nidalee picks up the kill. Now Arthidius is running for his life. He's got no help, no assistance.
Why? Why the Mordekaiser and the Renekton?
The world may never know. Now they're just trying to make some sort of play happen by lane. Guma, he's looking to turn this play. Nice flash there from Maki though to get the boomerang. Now he really, really well played there to keep himself safe. Also does pop the on the hunt. You know what sucks? I'd like to say, hey, Sivir's getting gold, game's playable, and then I go, oh wait, there's still an Alistar.
Yeah. Hey, that was the first kill for them. And
Yeah, it's positive.
if you want anyone fed, it's gonna be like honestly your Sivir more so than your Syndra at the moment.
Nice spell throw here. They're still trying to dive, but Thresh has shown up to defend his AD carry. And Unbreakable Will was used, so we have Grubs coming up soon.
Just
Never mind,
over a
our
minute
lives
for
are taken.
Drake as
A
well.
next Chemtech Drake we have coming up. So maybe that'll be down for that. I don't think it will, but maybe. No, it won't. There's no positives. Never mind. Discredit everything. Maybe if they get a fight off like before Drake spawn.
I don't think it's going to be looking like that. Volibear's on the top end of the map, and resets are going to have to come out from Syndra
Oh,
here
they're gonna try to
shortly.
make a play here onto Guma.
Okay.
Guma's actually going to go the other direction. Oh my god, the damage was actually insane.
That?
We're gonna trade it back. It's almost a 1-for-1, but Maki barely had just enough damage.
Okay, that was very close. Alright, Sivir getting some tempo at least, but like legitimately, what was that? Corki hit Sivir once? Yeah, it was like a mega rocket, but it was like half her health with just that one. I guess his Q probably landed as well, maybe?
Top turret might just end up falling. Here's a Hex Flash over the wall. There is no angle. Toji's gonna walk in. Actually lands a really, really nice hook. So Kazu's gonna stay on the map. This should be, I hope, a Death Realm ult coming out of JoJo. And Seko trying to run. This is going to be a nice pickup shutdown kill.
Did not even need to ult.
Not at all. So Hidden Leaf showing they still have some fight left in them, regardless of their drafts.
Oh. Like, Mordekaiser can come back.
Oh, and that's just another solo bolo in the mid lane.
Like, Mordekaiser can come back, it's just he doesn't want to be near Renekton, like, ever.
He loves going against the Aurora either, by the way. Oh, he's actually going to take him to the death round. He has Ignite. He might be able to get this kill. There's no dominance weight. It just came back up. Can Aurelion bait this? He does. Wow, that was shockingly close there for a moment, but it was just a bit of a bait here for the Renekton. I'm really shocked he took that fight down 2 levels, by the way.
Yeah. You feel strong, you decide to go in, and then... Oh, wait, he's not level 10 yet, either? I mean, he's not level... that was a rank 1 ultimate.
This Renekton just got so much healing right now. What that is just trying to find a play, but there's just really nothing there.
Also level 10.
Flash, and he does get the cancel. Fears of Power is just not going to be enough. And Aurelion probably would have traded this kill, maybe even if he does die. No, he's just getting himself straight up. And this Renekton is taking over the game. 4-0-1 here for Aurelion after that Rumble game, which was a bit of a struggle for him to get his redemption arc. Meanwhile, Drake number 2 going over to the side of Mythos as well.
Please, service announcement. If you're gonna fight a level 12 top laner, at least have your rank 2 ultimate available. Please. Both the Syndra and Mordekaiser were level 10 in their attempts. And, you know, Eclipse and Hex Drinker.
I'm gonna try to turn it on to Rexy. I think he has a very well. He does
nice
not
spell shield.
have a flash anymore though. Nice play there. They find out Naguma and wait, the bot lane's kind of gaming.
That was a beautiful
played
lantern.
by Maki and Toji. Yeah, no, that was fantastically played. Unfortunately though, they might be gaming, but Akaza looks to be very much dead on my screen.
Yep.
They just turned that barrier into leather.
I honestly feel like there could possibly be a dive angle with this, but I guess they don't want to risk Mordekaiser's ultimate coming up soon. Or, you know, throwing a lead, potentially. Alright, Aura level 12, Syndra's still level 10, struggling there. Just about 11 at least, but...
I mean, I have to say, Maki is showing up here in this game too. Really performing well. him and Toji, after what was a bit of a struggle in game 1 for him. So he's been the net highlight. Hard to say they have been in the bot lane.
They are the hope of their team this game, it's looking like. As well as it going
And
past
Guma,
28 minutes.
Guma's gonna dash in. Maki does have the barrier, but that's still so much damage. But a kill for Akaza, something he kind of needs.
Wonderful bait from Sivir.
Oh,
Nice hook.
Here.
But there's no one to capitalize yet.
Between two worlds is coming
There's
up.
Sivir.
Here comes the Phidias. He does
Stun.
Stun, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Ultimate.
The
Ah,
Volley very
volley.
Well played. Here comes Nidalee, who be kind of careful. I don't think you wanna.
I am thinking that Volibear getting these kills is going to be good for them.
Oh, this is not a fight they want. Yeah, you
Not
have an
at
unbreakable
all.
will, but your Nidalee doesn't have an unbreakable will. He does have a spear, gets in there, but Seko is probably going to fall. He's living for now. Thresh tries to get the kill, but it's beautiful. Toji gets it. Now really Zion is going to go into the death round, which we already know how this normally goes. Meanwhile, we see
Hex Drinker
trying
pop.
to get the kill onto Rexy. Does he have the W? He does. Can he trade this back? He cannot. That's going to be a kill there for Guma, who's now back into the game on the Corki. But oh my goodness, some shut down, some gold.
Unfortunate overextension onto the Corki there.
We may have ourselves a game.
Sivir's doing fine. Volibear, at least he had some gold to spend, building some armor, but, you know, two of your threats are magic damage and Renekton. It's probably not going to care since he'll just break your shield and do more than the vest would deny on its own. Corki is hurting a lot, and it's kind of crazy.
That crazy is that they really won't leave this Force Saber alone.
Oh. Irelia Zahn doing pretty well. Or is that Jean?
I say it's Zahn. Nice spear here on a Seko. Nice play though. Good to keep him off the pounce. Yeah,
Oliver deciding not to crash.
Yeah, don't go into that guy. He's just a little strong. Just a 2-item Renekton.
7 kills. Something never tell me the odds. Ah, but
so
Corki
has decided let's just Corki instead.
Wait a second. That Corgi skin's W puts soft-boiled eggs.
Or Toji. Not place you want to be in. That's just a simple little kill. Ooh, a really nice
Aurora in the death realm.
There. Astros doesn't get over the wall, and Astros gets knocked down in the top side. Can they utilize this? Yes, Thresh is dead, but with Drake spawning, there is no death round. But I really would love for them to try to at least attempt some sort of play, but it looks like they're just going to give.
Yeah,
again, we're looking at Soul Point at 19 minutes. Kind of scary.
Yeah. I don't think they have any access available to it, unfortunately for them.
Now, this might be a mistake by Renekton. He is very massive, don't get me wrong. Aurelion Zahn doesn't have the flash.
Here
so
comes
this
the
is
Q.
going to be the shutdown.
Another
He's actually
W.
doing so much damage in the Gojo, but is it going to be another shutdown? A huge 1,000 gold. Guma's going to fall here eventually, I'm certain of that. Very huge. Oh my goodness, the damage!
Syndra getting the kill on the board.
What is Corki?
He is a very fair and balanced
and a flash
champion.
to the Rexy. Nice headbutt pulverize to get Marie members. Immediately popping his Arthurius, disappearing off the screen. Now Thresh, you can try to kite away, but you're not running from this pouncing kitty cat. As Volibear is the only member of this team to escape. And back and forth we go. This looks just like game 1 all over again. Though this time around, the Goldie favors Mythos, while they also have that same Drake advantage.
Corki has his Infinity Edge, if he wasn't already strong enough. It's a 50% damage boost, right? Oh no, it's only the stats now. I see, I see. Or wait, never mind. It is 30% crit damage bonus. Okay. So it's not as shiny as it once was, but still pretty darn powerful, especially on Corki in his current state.
And Rift Herald spawn. I wonder how they're going to use this. Baron is on the table. Maybe they try a Baron bait here? With
Yeah,
the Rift Herald?
Corki getting 100 true damage from his crits and 40 from his
I've just
non.
got to be careful. He does get hit with the spear. It's going to be a decent amount of damage onto him. Luckily, his team is around. He'll be just fine. So the Rift Herald doesn't get the crash. Ooh, Arthidius with enough of a slow. Should probably be able to walk out. He does. Renekton decides it ain't worth trying all in anymore. Slice and Dice is down. W is down.
Right, and it's a bit difficult for Leaf to be defending at the moment. As their solo laners have both kind of struggled throughout. Alistar caught. Careful how much you expend. Rush ultimate out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think fully committing on the Unbreakable Will is that worth it. I think you can just walk away. But here comes the Between Two Worlds, and oh my goodness, the damage here on Vakaza. Which means now, mind you, there's no way into the pit anymore. Sure, you break the Unbreakable Will, but you no longer have your Stormbringer. Or you're on the hunt. Or you're boxed. That's a lot of stuff to try to kill an Alistar.
Yeah. And Mordekaiser's left down in the bot lane into Renekton. I don't think he's really going to get to a point where he can match Renekton. He is going to generally help any instance they engage.
And you know
But-
what's crazy? I actually love the initial play. What
Oh.
just happened?
I don't know.
That pullback on that Q was so much damage. Oh my goodness, the Ludens plus what does he have, Electrocute or? Oh my goodness.
The double tap
What?
Q and didn't even use ultimate.
It's not right.
Syndra
Champions are
surprisingly pinging Aurora in panic.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the play. You know, burning the Alistar is always a good thing. If you can get it for free, you're happy. I think
Yeah.
you burn the ult and then you walk away. You don't full engage on it.
Yeah, he's kind of a minion once it's gone, like Tryndamere, except with CC. Alright. Alistar does have a 1-item lead over Thresh. And Renekton, level 16. Mordekaiser, let's see, how close is he? Just about. I think like 1 or 2 minions and he should have it locked in. Syndra is very far, however, level 13 and afraid to step up to her lane.
Time in this Unbreakable Will, they should know that it's up. He's gonna headbutt
Oh, no.
Rise here on a Gojo. Brilliant's on has a beautiful angle. Arthidius though, there's nothing he can do. He's going to fall. Meanwhile, Gojo is going to be next on the map, and Astros has found himself a bit of a flank. He says, I'm between two towers to get my Between Two Worlds, and everybody is just falling. Akaza, you can try to run, you can try to hide, but I don't think the turret's going to be any place safe. Never mind! He turns it back on a Sekko and shuts down that kitty cat. Meanwhile,
Double kill.
Corki on the back end gives him a double kill, so give an overextension on an overpowered up turret, and it's only probably going to delay the inevitable on this game, but it's going to give Hidden Leaf opportunities.
You will be able to finish Spear Visage with this at least, I believe.
I want to see them all running directly to Drake right now, by the way. Like, I mean, if you have On the Hunt, pop that. I mean, you should be hitting this
Yeah,
right
12
now.
seconds on Italy's respawn. You want to take this out before she gets
Like,
there.
you don't even worry about nothing. Just go straight to the Drake.
You might want to kill
I'm not
Renekton
one
at
to.
this point. You might
I mean,
want
if you can.
to.
Let's see if they can. He does obviously have Slice and Dice to see how Toki plays this. Astro's just coming in between two worlds. Is it off cooldown? It's not. They do have a timer here. Alistar does use Headbook Pulverize, but they can possibly win this fight. Toki is going to land on Alistar. That's really not the target he wants to hit. Ryan's on though. He's healing up. Nice kill though here for Gojo. Going to be getting some of that AP off the map. Really does respawn in time. Can this be the turn they need? Unbreakable Will is going to fall off now. Sekiro does have a nice combo, can possibly kill this Drake off a spear, is going to land the spear here.
Corki gonna be a bit of a threat here.
Looks
Actually,
like
no.
they're going to be able to secure it. Interesting sitting for Chojo going in, but Guma's going to be a free hit. Rexy does fall, gets shut down. But what do they have left? Nice E! The shield comes out, but it's not enough. Oh my goodness, the damage is almost there! Arthurius, run! Maki doing what he can, but they just cannot take down this Corki. They do get him low. He's going to take one auto. The Q is not going to land. Meanwhile, Kaza chasing down this Nidalee. Maki, be careful. Oh my god, the
Trade!
1-for-1 on there. And this game is just absolutely wild right now.
All right.
And Hidden Leaf will survive.
That was an overall win for Leaf at the very least. Overall.
Holy moly, the back and forth is insane.
Oh yeah. Fighting 2 screens apart at that. But they did play that tempo pretty well. Getting Renekton out was very important for that to be able to succeed.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that ends up being the right play, but I definitely was like, you guys got to get there as soon as possible. You do not want to waste time.
And Corki is such a massive threat, man. He doesn't even have boots. Or wait, forgot, free boot slot.
Yeah, the Corki's not even right. Like, he doesn't care. Like, every fight, he's like, I'll die. I'm going to do my damage.
Yeah, that's kind of what Syndra looked like she was aiming for that last fight as well. Has 3 stacks on her ring at least. And built her magic pen component.
I mean, Arthurius is finding a way back into this game. Like, the Syndra will obviously scale. I don't really know who has the scaling advantage this game. Both teams scale pretty well into the late game. I guess it's going to come down to CC.
So Sivir is a late game monster, but Corki's burst is problematic for her. If a pick on Corki happens, they are being chilling.
Oh my god, that damage
Yeah,
is
that-
insane.
Oh,
Oh, look, Marky wants to turn it again! This is like the 4th time these guys have traded their lives. It is going to net into a turret, though, as we do see the split on both sides of Seoul and are splitting the map. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but who's actually going to be able to, you know, stop Renekton from his push? As we see some engagements going on here in the mid.
Here. It looks like they're just going to end up staying the turret. There is a TP coming from... Wait, who is that? Okay, that is Ashford. I didn't see him TPing at first. He does have between 2 worlds. He's going to drop it here, but he's not going to land onto Toji, but I don't think it's going to matter as Aurelian Zana's coming in. You can see him ulting onto Rexy, but I don't think Dojo's going to kill this bull in time. They're trying to turn on the Nectar on the backside, but it's not going to matter. Rexy's so low. The Ignite is going to come down. Astros is going to fall. Here
Beautiful!
Comes the from Akaza. Now he's trying to trace down Sekko. If he gets this Nidalee, they might be able to kill. The EQ is up. Does not land the stun, though, but he should have the chase down.
Careful with
He
Corki.
does have the
Sivir's on your
stun,
rear. You might want to
and
back
he's got
up a
the
bit.
damage. This is massive. And now Baron is on the table. The Nectar does not have the dominance for what looks to be about another 30 to 40 seconds. That could be what allows them to fight this play. Mind you, Corki has a lot of damage. Do they look to contest this Baron, or is Corki just going to push mid? It looks like Corki's just going to push the mid lane.
You
and
see,
all of a sudden, Hidden Leaf, they're in this game.
Yep. You say Corki has a lot of damage, but as you've seen, so does Sivir. It is the battle of the trading between those two. And that is the Baron confirmed, and Leaf is going to have their power play moving here now. 1 minute for the Drake. That is more than enough time to establish whatever map state they want to be fighting this in. Zanya's is up on Yunara, and not Yunara, Aurora. So, you know, that could be problematic. We'll see, however. Corki doesn't seem to be aiming for one on his own. Nidalee does have a Seeker's Arm Guard.
They do not want to face check because I don't think even Gojo wants to walk in. Very, very scary. Nicely killed. I don't think they want to pull him in on the Rex. So
Alright.
much damage on the Maki. They got to be very careful here. They want to disengage. The Astros is looking for a big play. Going to jump between two worlds. A lot of damage going on. 30s is going to fall. This could be the game right here to bring out this ghost. Mordekaiser falls. Maki trying to cut it out. He's doing so much damage, but it's not enough. Renekton gets the kill. Try as they might, Hidden Leaf just don't have enough left in the chamber. Yes, Akaza picks up the kill, but how much is it going to matter? Soul is on the table. He can try his best to kite it out. He does have a decent amount of healing. The shields are there, but he's going to get hit by a spear. What's he going to do? The rest of the team is coming. Can he turn it in time? It doesn't look like he can. He does! He gets on the shield off, but Aurelion is there, and he's going to fall. And unfortunately, even though there's no jungle for Mythos, there's also no jungle for Hidden Leaf, and that's going to be the sole prize for Mythos.
Unfortunate thing there is that Leaf did have Baron, but they decided to start the fight there on the river, so they didn't really make any use of the buffs they had available to them other than the stats, which is unfortunate. Considering how much force Volibear was able to put in the end there. Pick your fights, control the battlefield, and they should be able to still have a way in. Nice kill from Syndra.
Beautiful one shot there on Astro, so that's going to give them some breathing room. I'm going to say, you know, this was a similar position to the last game to what Hidden Leaf had. The biggest difference is that they played it slow for Mythos, and Hidden Leaf wasn't able to punish, but they still had opportunity to do a punish. Whereas on the other side here, Hidden Leaf, they just walked into the trap. They walked into the no vision. It's so hard. Like you said, you have the Baron buff. Just push with the Baron buff. Yes, of course, you want to contest Drake, but there's other ways to getting to that Drake. You could enter through bot lane. You could just push waves and make them respond once you see someone respond, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. The game is still even in gold, though obviously Soul is going to be pretty big. Oh. Should have took it.
Quite a long chain.
But there's still a chance. I think Hezek Soul is still probably one of the best souls in the game. The slow you get is just absolutely disgusting. The damage boost as well.
And Sivir is very much into the game at the moment, able to one-shot either Corki, Aurora, or Nidalee, provided, you know, they don't pop their Zanya's effects. Which is kind of all that Syndra really wants for her state. Pretty far away from the death cap, still needs like 1,400 more, assuming that's what they're going for next. And Volibear has been doing really well.
They're going to try to look for a play here onto this really scary Renekton. They're just dropping their full combo to try to kill him.
Oh.
Actually, really nice ult here from Jojo to save his mid laner. That was actually really, really well executed here by the solo lanes to slow down any advantages.
And now Mordekaiser can push pressure bot like hard, alleviate a lot of this pushing that's coming into their mid lane and top, hopefully. Oh, Mord push!
Yeah, there you go. We're finally seeing it. He's getting the push off.
Good. You got a Sivir at your base. You got plenty of defense, and Syndra's gonna be enjoying that a lot.
Now, the question is he overstay? I mean, he has to be very careful here. Yeah, I mean, the turret looks enticing, but...
I mean, he can take on Aurora. I'm positive of that.
Oh, that's a nice Q to start it off. He's going to be able to land the E. He does not have the ultimate.
Very nice Q.
Off. And she's playing it really, really nice to dodge him around. He's going to get the E back. I think he needs to be very, very careful.
Renekton up in 5.
Caught up. He's just looking for the flash, but this Johnny is going to come out. Really, really nice Q. Is going to be enough. No!
Oh.
Got the pull back with the E. He does not get the kill. And mind you, Baron spawns in 52 seconds. He is dead for about 2 or 3 seconds more, so he will be up in time to TP when the Baron is started up, if Mythos decides to do so.
Unfortunately, there haven't been any wards placed to provide a very aggressive entry yet by the support for Leaf. The entire top half of the map is pretty darn dark. And as I said, that one of the wards vanished. I'm seeing a bunch of really weird health bars on the map that don't exist.
Indeed. Who needs them?
I guess those are traps, they're just hard to see. Even spectate.
Trying to set up a bit of a bush trap here, but I don't think you're going to be able to catch anybody meaningful.
Just a lot of hiding on bush.
Yes. Best case scenario, you catch an Alistar, but once again, I don't know if you want him to be your target. Yeah, obviously he has an unbreakable will. But here we go. This might be the fight. Toji takes a huge spear there. And look at the traps laid out. Kind of shut them down of getting in. They are going to drop the ward. How much do they want to commit to this Baron play? Akaza can ult over the wall. Baron's at 4K. He's going to be stunned up, but he jumps to the wall, and unfortunately he jumped right into it. Probably going to be death. He does flash for the wall. They're trying to focus down the pool, but I don't think you want to be focusing him down. There's so much going on in this fight. It's so chaotic. Astros flash over the wall. There comes a huge series of power there onto Guma, but Guma does not drop. Seko now looking here on Arthidius. Arthidius trying to run for the hills. He's got so many people chasing him. What can he do? One auto is going to be enough, and all that's left is a Thresh and Mordekaiser. There are 3 members pushing strong here with a Baron for Mythos. What is their defense?
At the very least, I think they can defend against this. Because Inara is dead.
I don't know. I mean, Fergie's going to kill these turrets so quickly. We're going to see how it breaks down. We're going to start off with a decent hook here on Aurelion Dom, but he does not care about the Thresh hook.
Oh, that healing was insane.
Dominus is back up as well. That is actually a really nice heal, but it's not going to matter. Here comes the scary Renekton. He said, hey guys, let's go ahead and get some kills. Gogo's trying to make a play, but here goes Rajanis with Seko, and that's going to be the game. GG as Maki and Nakaza are going to respawn, but it's not going to matter. As Mythos, welcome to LOLMidwest League, getting your first W on the board.
That will be a 2-0 then for Mythos.
And it was
Wonderfully
a really,
played.
really close game. Really, both games were extremely close. I mean, Hidden Leaf were certainly in the driver's seat at different times. It's certainly in game 1. I think game 2 had opportunities, but I think the comp diff really hurt them. For some interesting picks, just weren't enough for the Marpies.
Yeah, Mordekaiser pick made the early game very much struggling. The Volibear came out very well, however, throughout. Sivir as well. The recovery was pretty solid. Lots of trading. Syndra took quite a bit to come back as well. But yeah, the Mordekaiser was so sad. What would have been a good pick there? Do you think?
Not Mordekaiser.
Basically. I guess Gnar probably would have been okay, maybe.
Something maybe for Peel would have been fine. I think when they go in,
actually,
right,
Ornn
with the
maybe.
Alistar, something to keep them from fully getting on top of your team would have been bad. I mean, a Gragas could have been maybe playable.
Yeah, that actually would have.
But at the end of the day, I mean, they tried their best. I think.
They
think the
did
Nidalee
really well
was,
for what they had.
I want to point out that Nidalee was pretty darn useless. He landed tons of spears, by the way. He did tons of damage. Like, I'm sure he popped off on the damage shards. But when you really look at the scope of things, like, if it were for the fact that team was ahead, like you kind of said, the Nidalee would not had a fun game overall. Volibear just chased her down every chance that she got.
Yeah, Mordekaiser was able to take her on his own. When it was the Mordekaiser and Alistar into the Volibear, they couldn't touch. The Nidalee couldn't do anything to the volley. It was really funny.
It was really hard, but yeah, I mean, I think Stun Gaming they showed that they're certainly a very very good team, but Hidden Leaf to me showed the exact same thing. I think if these guys played another series, I think Hidden Leaf could certainly win it. So I'm looking forward to what these two teams have to bring throughout the rest of the season. It's a long one, so both teams will have a chance to improve. But from what I watched, I don't think there's, in my mind, there's still another couple series to play, but I wouldn't come out of this thinking like, okay, these two teams are just like 1 and 2, or Hidden Leaf drops to 4. Like just because I think these guys are all, along with Femboys, and we'll have to see from this other roster from Stun Gaming. I forget their second name, but the other Stun Gaming roster. See what they also have to offer. These teams all look legit.
We'll say that Leaf did really good in the second match in spite of what was holding them back. I think that if they could hold in their temptation to go fight in the river when they have Baron buff, like keep your focus on what play is currently ongoing instead of breaking off into the enemy's ploy, that their the outcome might have been different. Can't say for certain since didn't see it happen, but gotta make sure to keep those feelings in check, as tempting as they are. But yeah, very nice job on both teams this time around.
Yep, for sure.
Pretty sure it was entertaining for everyone. And apologies for having Hidden Leaf's label incorrect all of game 1 and partway through game 2. I thought I fixed it before the matches began. I guess something distracted me when the time came. But anything else to add?
No, that's it for me.
All right. And with that, we'll be calling it. This was the I'm not sure which match of week 1. At least game 2 of week 1.
Game 3.
Okay.
You wanted to know that. Yeah, we had one Monday, one yesterday, and one today.
Gotcha.
So
And
we're
yeah,
running the full circle.
Mythos's first match into the league. Again, welcome to them. And with that, we'll be calling it here. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And we'll play us out.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I'll